I really bought the KLX 300 to become a better dirt rider. So hopefully some of those skills carry over to when I ride my Super Tenere. But little roads like this really make me lust after the Supermoto, because this thing is just the giggle factor is very high when you go around corners. Here's some of my favorite corners here. That is perfect. Catch some peeps of beautiful Lake Griffey there between the trees. Yeah, and apparently we've got to listen to a weird song about mining molybdenum, which is, I know, what all one person watching this video really wanted to hear, but this is my first time recording myself on the KLX 300, so I guess I could talk about that. Just from top to bottom, I guess, since I've gotten it a week ago, I added the double take mirrors, Renthal fat bars, Pro Taper hand grips. I got a crash bars and a skid plate from T-Rex Racing. I went to them for the bars and plate on my Super Tenere, and they did such a good job. I was like, here, have some more of my money. I put IMS foot pegs on to replace the ice pick sized foot pegs that Kawasaki gifted me with. I added a Cerbis or X Factory hand guards. I think that's a full rundown. Anyway, after a week of ownership, anything exceptionally wrong with the bike, just little things that I didn't like ergonomically. In terms of protection, but that's what you expect on a sub $6,000 dual sport. In terms of performance, I knew it wasn't going to be a fire-breathing beast, but it pulls my ample 280 pounds around with no real effort. Like I mentioned, it is a blast to flick through corners, and compared to the Super Tenere, which is my only other off-road riding experience, this thing is an absolute treat to ride on the slippy stuff. I jumped it the other day and almost died. And I jumped it a second time, and it kind of looked like I knew what I was doing. 280 pounds of me. Bottomed the suspension out, but not as hard as one might think I did. Since then, I've increased the preload and compression on the rear, and increased the compression on the front. And I'm not sure if I helped things or just made them different, but it's going to be a learning process for me to get the most out of a suspension system that was never designed to deal with my equipment operator physique. In terms of fuel mileage, I've been getting 60 to 70 miles to the gallon. And when you're talking about miles to the gallon on this bike, I do mean both of them. It's a 2-gallon fuel tank. Again, compared to the Super Tenere, that is taking some time for me to get used to. It seems like I am always putting gas in this, but 1 teaspoon at a time. I will definitely keep everyone informed as far as this bike goes, what I think of it, and how it evolves, and how I evolve as a rider. Again, if you actually watch this, thank you. That wasn't expected, to be honest. I pretty much assumed I'm just talking to myself right now, but in case you did watch this, I'm going to let you go, because despite Amazon knowing where I live, I'd prefer if the rest of the internet didn't.